Today I'm painting some ocean waves in watercolor inspired by this piece I made here while traveling, visiting Malaga just a few weeks ago. I found the process super relaxing and simple, so I thought share it with you too. I'm also going to experiment with gold pigments from Schmincke in case you're interested in that. So I hope you find it relaxing and inspiring. For paper, I'm using a 100% cotton cold press watercolor paper from Magnani Italia. And as usual, I tape around the edges with a regular masking tape. Next, I use a very big flat brush to just put down first the washes. Here I want to keep it pretty light for the first layer. I let each layer dry completely before applying the next one to create that translucent overlapping effect. And for the colors, I start with cerulian blue as the lightest blue I use, and then add some phthalo blue for the next layers to increase the contrast and make some parts really, really dark. I also add some indigo. Since this painting is pretty large and I need lots of paint, I found it easier to just have some bigger cups and use the paint straight from the tube. Um, in some cases, I needed just a tiny bit of another pigment. Then I used my palette for it, but I mean the dried paint. But otherwise, I found using paint straight from the tube and mixing with the amount of water needed is easier when painting on this scale and when you know you're working with a limited color palette. Now I want this top part to be my darkest point, and for that I'm using Indigo. Keep in mind that watercolor dries lighter, so here I've been adding multiple layers of paint till I get the contrast and the value I was looking for. Here comes the fun part. I'm using this gold pigment from Schmincke to create golden details, and I love the combination of blue with gold. So this is some kind of pigment mixed with binder that will be reactivated when adding some water. Now the trickiest part is to get the right ratio of water and pigments. If you add too much water, the pigments will break and the paint won't really stick to the surface. So you really have to give it some time and try it a couple of times and mix it really, really well. What I found was that it's good to work in layers with this as well. So I would first lay down the initial um, line line work and then um, add more pigments to that to get that full coverage. But I really enjoyed it. I really recommend trying it out. Just keep in mind that it can be a bit tricky to get that perfect ratio of water and pigment. Here I decided to add some tiny dots symbolizing the reflection of stars on the water surface. And at the top, I added a few stars in the shape of Cancer constellation. That's my zodiac sign, so I thought it could be a fun little signature. So just a fun idea to add to the painting to make it a bit more special. I'm not sure what to do next. I had this idea of adding the moon at the top, but at the same time, I wanted to keep it abstract, just creating an idea of ocean. And I wonder if I add the moon, will it become more like an illustration? I like too obvious? I don't know. What do you think? Meanwhile, I couldn't make a decision. I decided to paint another one. I will get back to the previous one after I'm done with this. Here I'm focusing more on the white spaces, so I'm not covering the whole page. This is more similar to the initial sketch I made in my sketchbook, but the techniques are the same, just leaving more white space around the lines or the brushworks. Otherwise, same technique, wet and dry. Also here I'm using a different kind of brush to just see what kind of results I would get. So it's about experimentation and just trying out different things. And the way I add the final details on this one is also a bit different. But you will see that in a moment. So here I'm using some Uniball pen for a different kind of effect or detail making. I really love this technique. And again, applying some wave lines with the golden pigments. Here I started to feeling like it's getting too busy, so I just had to cover some areas to simplify the details. And then I decided to go back to the initial painting and add the moon that I was talking about. I really wanted to see how it turns out. I wanted to create something a bit more magical or fairy tale like. So I went with the moon at the end.